I've only got one small thing to share this morning, but I'm testing a quicker solution for a morning coffee. And I thought I might share that test. And I've seen people use it in camps, and it seems like it's the ideal thing not to start off with this big gas bottle. And thought I'd give it a try. It's not very expensive. I think this was 290 rands. It's supposed to be an opening there, and it runs with these little gas canisters, which I already use for my low torch for many things. This is about 40 rands, and apparently this lasts a long time. So I thought I'm going to give this a try. It's not sponsored. I bought this myself and just want to test it. Might as well make it during the video. So this goes there, pretty obviously. Unlock. Gas goes there. Beautiful, the bird sound in the morning. So what I wanted to share, let's get that out of the way. So those who wanted to know that about the water levels, someone pointed out I made a mistake in my calculation, kind of actually not taking into account Sterkfontein Dam on the Vaal River. So nothing has changed since the last video, except that I forgot about Sterkfontein and its level, and Sterkfontein Dam is full. So when I calculated that in about 6 months, Vaal can be as low as 40%, probably slightly higher than that. Sterkfontein Dam has enough volume to still fill up the Vaal Dam again. So don't be alarmed, don't misuse water, but don't be alarmed too much about it. So there's a mechanism here. So the rest of this video is just going to be me and Milo. Milo's there. Milo, I don't think he's visible above the table, but anyway, he's there. Everybody asks about him, or regularly ask about him. So this goes in there. Now, they don't show it. It's turned fully off. Ignition is off. And can lever is pushed up. Unlock. Position the can's bottom against the can stay. Oh, there is a small shelf there. Okay. Oh, there's a rim there. And gas ring positioning slot must face upwards. Okay, got that. Position, check that the spring loaded locate is inside the gap. Okay, seems to be in order. If the pot stand is not facing upward, okay. Ensure the stove is on a suitable non-flammable solid surface away from flammable materials. Turn the ignition knob until you hear a click. It doesn't tell you to okay, so you press that in, that pushes the canister in. Where does it say where to ignite it? Turn the ignition knob anti-clockwise to on until you hear a click. It runs. As easy as that. The wind is a bit blowy here. We might need to shield it somewhat from the wind, but let's see how it does. So I've got some water here. This is too small. This is actually a bit too big for a pot. I was hoping this... I'll make a plan. It should be possible to make a plan. Have a small... make a ring with an interior holder. And I can rest it on there. That's probably not a good idea. That'll probably melt. Turn it down. I would warn that. Yeah, this is going to melt the little pot. That's a lot of flame on a fairly low setting. I would warn that if you turn this out too low, turn this too low, it seems the flame goes out. Let's test it there. Yeah, just, and then you can just switch it on by, so it's probably got a piezo electric igniter. Got to turn it up full again to get it running. I feel there's too much heat here. I don't think it will melt the handle here. So you need something about, what is that, 150 millimeters. Okay, the pot's getting too hot on the side, so it's going to ruin the pot slightly. Let me get a slightly bigger kettle. Just give me a moment. Good morning, anyway, sorry. Good morning to those who joined. Let's just transfer. There's a bit of a story that I also want to tell. Something that happened to me yesterday and I didn't think would ever happen to me. Oh, actually I'm saying happened to me. Actually happened to Milo. And that is, I arrived home yesterday after a bit of a holiday. You would have seen I was away for a couple of days. This is going very fast. This little stove is very fast. So I arrived back yesterday, pulling into the house, seeing that a lot of things is wrong. I'm not sure what happened. I was not sure what happened. A lot of things were just strewn about. And I thought baboons, but it couldn't be baboons. Baboons are too scared of my house. I've never seen them near. The water's almost boiling. This little stove is faster than my KDAC, normal KDAC. Can it be? Anyway, let me finish the story. So I pull into the parking spot with the car. And I can't see Milo. Normally he's waiting for me next to the road near the gate. And I can't find him. I don't see him. And I'm getting worried. Then when I get out of the car, he comes out from beneath the trailer. There's a trailer parked in front of the car. He comes out from beneath the trailer, cowering. And I'm looking around and I see the baboons. And what happened after that I can't show on YouTube. So I did take care of the matter, but it has been a long time since we've had, I haven't had them near the house in a very long time, but there's an explanation for that. I'll get to the explanation in a moment. This is gonna, I need to transfer the water back to the pot. I need to get the coffee in the pot. I've got coffee here, enough for 2 cups, one for me and one for you. And because I want to boil it in this little pot. It's going to be tricky now. Notice how fast this thing boiled. This thing is really fast. I'm going to turn it down as low as I can. I would warn that I think even this pot is a bit small for this little stove. This stove is impressing me. I mean, it started to burn that handle there. Not burn, but got it hot. Okay, got the water transferred. Let's bring it to the boil there. Just, this is as low as I can set the flame. So this is quite fast. I'm going to have to do a follow-up video on how long the canister lasts, because at this rate, I don't think it will last that long. Anyway, let's finish the, no, I can't remember what I wanted to say about the baboons, the veld. We've had 3 years of, oh, this is so fast. I'm making a mess. I'm going to change what I wanted to do with this. I'll switch it off. This thing is very fast. So we've had 3 years of heavy rains, and the veld was green for 3 years, 2020, 21 and 22. And the baboons have been fairly quiet during that period, but now the veld is dry. We've had a year, just over a year, well, a year now of no rains, and the veld is drying out. So what's happening is, it seems that the baboon population went up. The number of troops that we're seeing has gone up. Usually you can see from my house, in those mountains, there's usually 1 troop, and on that side there's 1 troop. They're often near the river. When the 2 troops meet near the river, you can hear them fighting from a long distance. And I'm definitely going to have to learn how to use this thing. I made a bit of a mess. Anyway, I'll clean it up. Fortunately, this ring can be removed for cleaning. And with a big population, usually you also find about 50 to 70 baboons in a troop. It never seems that number. I've always thought them to be about 25 to 40 in a troop, and that's not the case. If you can sit down and with a telescope or binoculars and watch them and properly count them as they're moving on a mountain far from you, you will count them to between 60 and 70 usually. I don't know if that's true for everywhere that baboons are, if they have the same kind of numbers, but in this area that's the kind of numbers they have. And the difference now is that with the food in the veld dropping in numbers, they are going to wherever they can find high concentrations of food. Now, we live in harmony with the baboons. I say live in harmony with the baboons by way of, we live in our area and we leave the rest of the area for them. And they've got about 200,000 hectares in the area, not only on our farm, but they don't care about borders. 200,000 hectares on this side alone that they can roam free in. We don't bother them. But, you know, my house, the plantation is not part of the territory that they can roam free in. So now they are coming here because food is being, the food volume, available food volume is reducing. Anyways, I think that's what we were going to do. I want to talk quickly about this for a moment. Oh, anyway, so let me just finish the baboon story. The thing is, the baboons were around the house when I arrived. I just didn't see them from the road, and the car is fairly quiet, being a petrol. And apparently they didn't hear me, but from what I've seen, both cats survived, but the one cat came out, his tail were as big as his poles. And the other cat had also been hiding, and Milo had also been hiding. I've picked up teeth of baboons. Their teeth are this long. They're not something to be trifled with. A lot of people viewing my channel know that already. I've come to realize that the people viewing the channel show you something like this. Most of you probably have something like this going on already. So you know that baboons can be very dangerous, but I think I arrived just in the nick of time. Anyway, cheers. We're going to finish this in a moment. I just want to check for questions. The dove that's making all that noise is just up there on the compost. Let's see if there are questions. Hi Clive, hi Jennifer, Elgert, Wang Yong Li Zhao, that's it. George More, Wang Yong Li Zhao, More Amal. Grant, good morning sir, is there load shedding that you're using the gas burner? No, no load shedding. Goeiemorgen, Jackie de Villiers. Okay, so we're going to cut this short in a moment. Just enjoying the noises. No, I'm testing the gas stove. Just bought it I bought it thinking that this will be for a quick coffee during load shedding. I don't have to pull out the gas bottle, it can be there on the shelf, easily reachable, and then have it for camping. That's the whole idea, and I just wanted to test it. And the problem with it is it's a lot more potent than I thought it was going to be. And it basically, if you go back in the video, I don't know, someone can time there, that was cold water when I put it on. I put it on in this little pot for a moment there. You're starting to get some heat, but it's about 2 cups worth. And then I just realized it's too small, this needs a bigger base. And then I put on this pot, and it boiled the water like in almost as fast as an electric kettle would do it. Just to show you, those I haven't seen, you turn it on, it auto ignites it, or ignites it with a piezoelectric, and there you have gas. But it's too big for this pot. It's too big. It will burn the handle eventually. I can move it to the side there. I could do it on the side. It's slightly off center. I can probably move it to that side. No, it's still going to burn the handle. Anyway, I'll have to check how long it lasts. It seems nifty, but now for camp, yes. For a quick cup of coffee, unless I get a different coffee pot, which I will get, a pit float will probably be very, very quick. I have an old pit float here. I'll use that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. Milo's narrow escape. I'm probably going to sit down and reload today. I started reloading last night. I realized I might need we live in harmony with them until they start losing their fear, and then we just correct that situation again. I see them from my house daily, and they don't bother me. Every day, I can see them every day from my house, and it's just when they come to my small patch. Anyways, since there's no questions, I'll leave you guys to enjoy your day. Tomorrow it's back to the grinding stone for me. I had a small holiday, so So I need to prepare for that now. Get some work around here done. Anyways, see you on the next one. Cheers. Aline, thanks. I'll look into the heat diffuser. See you guys on the next one.